long as I represented the black Muslim movement as an example of morality, unity, and militancy, as long as I could do that, I represented it.
On the May of 19th, 1925, in Omaha, Nebraska, Malcom X was born. At a very young age, he found himself in trouble. Only at the age of 20, he was arrested. He was convicted of burglary and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Some would say, how could that be of a man that was known for his great religious beliefs? Intrigued about the Nation of Islam, Malcom began to study the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. By the time he was paroled in 1952, Malcom was a devoted follower with the new surname X. Malcom's original name was Malcolm Little. He considered Little a slave name and chose X to signify his lost tribal name. During the mid-1950s, Malcom X started to become more of a human rights activist and go deeper into the Muslim cause. Some accused him of preaching racism and violence, but some called him one of the greatest and most influential African Americans in history. He expressed that African Americans should defend and advance themselves. He was tired of being told what to do. After leaving the Nation of Islam, he expressed a desire to work with other civil rights leaders. He advised African Americans to exercise their right to vote. He advised them to vote wisely in hopes of change. He did not like violence, but at this point he saw no other way. On February 21st, 1965, he was assassinated in Manhattan, New York. Although not the same guy, someone similar like RFK was born November 20th, 1925 to the well-known Kennedy family. His brother was also the well-known and future president, John F. Kennedy. Nicknamed Bobby Kennedy, he was an American politician and a lawyer who served as a U.S. Senator from New York from January 1965 until he was assassinated in 1968. Malcom X and Robert F. Kennedy were alike because they both fought for human rights. They didn't fight for human rights in general, but they fought for civil rights. They fought to try to gain rights for blacks and bring equality to everybody during a time of heavy racial segregation. Surrounding all this was the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. It affirms that humans have rights and acts as sort of an international law for humans. With this document in mind, Malcom X tried to take the United States to court for racial injustices. This is just a little song about two men that were so alike but so different.